Hit us with a like, follow, share, and a cash app coming to your player. Chicken little really fell from the sky, and half the truth ain't nothing but a lie. It's time to tell the truth. 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 Kissing in one word is what we came to do.
Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, my sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. And we was out last week, but we back today. Boy, we got a burner for you today. I'm telling you, a real bomb burner. The topic for today is we have been used to be used. We have been used to be used. We're going to break all of this down tonight, and we're going to let y'all know what's going on with all of this.
You already know it's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563 at highlight at everyone. Put your cash apps up. We on YouTube as well. Time to Tell the Truth podcast, all one word. Time to Tell the Truth podcast, all one word. You already know. Send us a question. Call in. Get a cash app. Tonight's topic is we have been used to be used.
Yeah, what that mean, Blow? What does it really mean that we have been used to be used?
Well,
Can you break that down?
I think when you look at a situation like the Charlie Kirk situation, a lot of times when you hear people speaking about the Democratic Party, it appears that they speaking about black people. And I think what the Democratic Party did and what was the biggest part of their plan was to put a black face on the party. We all know that most of the time the candidates white. There's a whole bunch of old white rich people. This the Democratic Party that make the majority of the decisions. But what they do is they put race in and they show compassion,
So-called
compassion for the black race and for the black community. So over time and over the last 50, 60 years, it has given the Democratic Party a black face. What I mean by when somebody white or Republican or somebody with an opinion that opposes the Democratic Party, it makes them automatically sit opposing to black people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds 100% correct, Blow. And today we're going to break all of this down because people always getting it mixed up. They run the two together, and that's why we can't never get ahead. They run it together as though they are the face, like the Democrat, the black people are the face of the Democratic Party. That's not so. And if anybody got any other opinion other than that, then you get problems.
Yes. And I think, and when we get to talking about Charlie Kirk, and I think my only problem with Charlie Kirk was I think Charlie Kirk was kind of a victim of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he was a victim of the we have been used to be used.
Right.
And what I mean by that is when he speaks negatively to the Democratic Party, he uses black subject matter.
Right.
Because that is the way that the Democratic Party designed it to be.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. You know, and a lot of people get mad at Charlie Kirk about he's always talking about black this and other. And I really thought about it real close. And what was happening was they was asking him the questions.
Yes,
I'm just saying. You know, a lot of people say that's all he talks about is black people. Well, it's more white people asking questions. I didn't see but a few black people, and that's one of the things we talk about. I ain't see but a few blacks asking him any questions at all. The majority of those people on those college campuses actually were white, coming up asking him questions really that pertain to black, and that's what we talk about that Democratic Party. We be in the face of it.
Yeah,
you know, and that's we have to be careful of that because that's what's happening now. Me and Blow has studied this, and we broke it down to see that. They've been for a while. Now, what I think personally is going on at this point is they're trying to lead us to a civil war. And we have to be careful about that. And they didn't just now start trying to do that. They started to try to do that when Obama was in the chair. Now, I know y'all out there saying, well, now here you go again on Obama. But I'm going to prove it to you, and I'm going to show you the situation to where it did start with Obama. And Obama was trying to start a civil war between people. We shouldn't fall into the trap of the old okie doke like that. You know, we have to be mindful of this stuff, man, and stay out of the traps and the snares of the evil people, basically.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to show you this video, and that's exactly what it talks about. it talks about what Obama was trying to do. They got the paperwork, they got the ledger, they got everything involving Barack Obama. You can freeze the frame after we show it to you. You can read through the papers that the guy is putting up front. But
into office.
True.
This has the group that Alexander Soros, literally generals, on how to carry out the violence and how to run it, and it's nationwide. This is the total proof of racketeering. And there's more than just this. So I'm on there with Giuliani today, and Giuliani, God bless him, he's like, I bet there's documents where they coordinated. And I'm like, yeah, here they are. I mean, we have the smoking guns, Roger.
Yeah. Tried to destroy you, Alex. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So this idea that if we take our foot off their neck now, they'll be nice to us later is nonsensical. They already tried to destroy us.
Suicidal. Well, let me show you this. I'm on with Bandit today, and you're bringing it up. Everybody brings up the Summer of Love 2020. There's no statute of limitations on organized crime, racketeering, violence, all this. We got documents 10 years ago where Obama had a plan to trigger nationwide martial law by trying to get black people all over the country. The documents are out of Maryland, to riot, to get cops to kill them so they could burn things down and keep Trump from getting into office. This has the group that Alexander Soros, literally generals, on how to carry out the violence and how to run it, and it's nationwide. This is the total proof of racketeering. And there's more than just this. So I'm on there with Giuliani today, and Giuliani,
Yeah, now that's proof right there. Obama tried this stunt. He really tried this stunt. You can go back, read through that. I went back, froze the frame, blowed it up, and read through what those documents are saying, because I don't take nobody's word for it. So I was reading through the documents myself. You can go back. That was what the plan that Obama had. So they still got this plan going on to try to provoke blacks into a civil war. That was the whole plan to start with. So we have to be careful, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because everything these days is a trick. Like I was telling Art, you can take somebody and put them in front of you, and they can have on just a plain white T-shirt. And if you put on a cowboy hat and a cowboy jersey, then you go assume they're a Cowboy fan.
Right.
If they take that same hat off and put on a Falcons hat and a Falcons jersey, now you got the same person. You just seen a Dallas fan and a Falcon fan. So that's the whole thing. Like Art said, they got kind of mind control stuff out here too. Right. But a lot of times they just play a trick with your eyes.
Well, with your eyes and your ears.
That's it.
Mostly with your ears, because you're gonna believe what you hear.
Yep.
You turn on these stations and you believe everything that you hear. We're gonna finish showing you a clip about what they was doing and how they trying to do the black colleges and stuff like that. We're gonna finish up this clip. But I'm telling y'all, and we here right now telling y'all, man, be careful of the trick. They have used us to be used. They use us in every situation. We're the talking points. We are the talking point. Mm-hmm. So that is a problem right now. And I'm telling you, mm-hmm. Hey, we see you, Brittany. We see you, Susan. We see y'all out there. Thanks for joining in today. This is a big podcast. This is a good podcast. Pay attention, because this is going to help us out. It's going to help us stop falling for the okie doke.
We're going to show some more of that.
Yeah, we're going to show some more of that clip, and we're going to show you what they're trying to do. Pay attention. Yeah, we're going to show them.
God bless him. He's a famous he's like, I bet there's documents where they coordinated. I'm like, yeah, here they are. I mean, we have the smoking guns, Roger, inside. Why are you not doing that? Where is the head of the Capitol Police? Please get him on the phone. They come back 7-8 minutes later. Nope, we're not doing it. Bet there was 200 to 500, maybe 1,000 FBI there. That was just my guess. And all these other groups. And now they're in complete horror. Inside. Why are you not doing that? Where is the head of the Capitol Police? Please get him on.
Peacefully, tell everybody behind you, march to the other side. March to the other side. You guys are great, but the police, the monitors have caused the problem, and the police are throwing flashbangs. We don't want to have a Kent State here. So, I love you. We're saving the Republic. This is beautiful. But please tell everyone you know, march to the other side. March. Start to make a path for us back there. We're going to march. Trump is going to speak over here. Trump is going to be on the other So march with us as well. Come on, men. Here, tell people behind you. Come off the stage. We're not seeing the stage for the other.
And then I went to the police and got their captain. And I said, I know you got powerful loudspeakers around the building and inside. Why are you not doing that? Where is the head of the Capitol Police? Please get him on the phone. They come back 7, 8 minutes later. Nope, we're not doing it. And it's on camera. We have it on the body cams. We ought to release that. I think we did somewhere. And back then it was totally banned everywhere. So you only get it on banned video. In fact, we did. And I just said, well, this is on you now. And I said, may I go up to the other steps and get people off there? They said, sure, go do it. And they waited until I left, and people kept breaking in, so they threw flashbangs out. And then we learned they'd killed Ashley Babbitt and others. So the feds attacked the police attacked the crowd, provocateurs did it. Then they stood down, then they waved everybody in to set them up. The average cop wasn't involved. But that's what happened. And at the time, I couldn't even put that video out. I was banned everywhere. And the Wall Street Journal said I was there as a coward up on a truck, which I was on a truck, on a pile of chairs, saying, don't go in. They said I was there telling people out of range of tear gas to attack the government. That's what they do, folks. When they silence you, they don't just silence you. They can now say you did whatever they want. They say I sent people to pee on graves and harass people at their houses in Connecticut. When we put them on the stand, even in a show trial, we're like, did anybody ever pee on graves? Well, I heard somebody did. Well, who told you? I don't know. Made up. Well, who came to your house? Somebody told me somebody did. Well, who? I don't know. Alex Jones, did any of his crew ever say your name? No. $130 million. But you hear I'm bullying these people, just like I attacked the Capitol. And I don't write myself into this. I was there. I was meant to be set up in all of this. And Roger was. And our enemies are not all powerful. Notice it didn't work the way they wanted it to. They didn't get what they wanted. And now they're in complete horror. And it's all coming out that they staged it. What are they going to do? The globalists are crazy enough to set off a tactical nuke and kill Trump in D.C. or Mar-a-Lago and say that the Russians did it. Surface air missiles plane, blame Iran. Bomb him, shoot him, blame Iran. Set off a nuke, blame Iran or blame Russia. Shoot up a bunch of illegal aliens, say ICE did it or a Trump supporter. Attack a traditionally black college, which, because I was thinking, they're like, Trump's going to kill a bunch of black people, or his supporters are. They were saying that in the last 8 months. I go, well, traditional black college. And then they're like, oh, Charlie Kirk supporters are going to attack a black college. And it turns out, well, that was a false flag or was a hoax. Well, yeah, it's the deep state doing it. So they can tell all the black colleges the whites are coming to kill you. No, the Democrats are getting ready to truck bomb you or shoot you up and blame us because they want us all killing each other when this goes down. And I need the black folks particularly to tell everybody you know about this so that when they do it, which is a done deal at this point. I mean, nobody was talking about black colleges until Kirk, and then they did the setup. Everybody was like, God, how'd you know that? Well, I mean, it ain't hard. Where are they going to find a bunch of black people by themselves? A black college or a big black church? And now they're like, Trump supporters are going to blow up or shoot up black colleges, and they evacuated them. I mean, folks, it's so scripted. Come on. So when they bomb your college and when they shoot up your church, or both, you know Trump people didn't do that. You know who did it. And they're so pissed about these clips because millions are watching right now. And when they do it, hundreds of millions are going to watch what I said today and yesterday and last week and intensely for really 10 months. Because even before Trump won, they were pre-programming the Podesta plan. And I know regular listeners are like, yeah, we heard this 5 times today already. I'm telling you the plan. This isn't about those of you that already know about it all. This is about you telling everybody, white, black, whatever, but particularly black folks. Because remember a couple of years ago, they had all these newscasts with no evidence. White supremacists are going to kill black people in mass. And I went, they'll hit a traditional black college, a black church. They've done that before. Or a black area like a grocery store. 2 weeks later, a guy that had an FBI handler goes in and kills a bunch of black people at a black grocery store in Buffalo. And then people flipped out. They go, how the hell did Jones know that? Well, I mean, it ain't hard. Where are you going to find only black people? In some of the blackest neighborhoods in some cities, at the church, black churches, or a black college. It ain't rocket science, people. There's no real white people running around wanting to go attack a black church and walk in and shoot a bunch of people. Use your brains. Come on, people.
Go ahead.
That's the trick. That's the trick right there. You see how they'll stage something and make it look another way. That's what we was talking about. Yeah. Come on. They use us, man. They trick us and they use a hope. They send out a false flag or they'll send out something else, or they'll go do something to try to blame somebody else.
Yeah. And like you said, it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Because they'll tell you what's gonna happen, and then if they go do it, then you go still believe. The only thing they want to do is put it out there so
right.
You can put it out there more.
Exactly.
You can spread the word out more, and then when something happens, it's gonna look like exactly
somebody else did it. Yeah. And that's the whole point. That's what they're doing now.
Using us to use us.
Yeah, we have been used to be used.
To be used.
That's the bottom line. They use us to use us. We have to pay attention. It ain't rocket science. The man just said it's not rocket science.
Yeah, and basically that's what I be saying when I said they draw up the play and we run it.
We ran the play. We already running it. We had some people to go on Tennessee College, okay, this past week, the debate, just to have a debate, and the black people started running them off. I don't know what to say about that. You can't even debate. They got a whole debate team, and you can't send somebody out there to debate a couple of people without you getting mad. See, what happens is they'll put somebody in, like the NAACP, to jump in, and say, well, this is harsh rhetoric. They ain't showed me no harsh rhetoric yet. We got a film of that. We got a clip of it. We're going to show y'all in a few minutes. But what I'm saying is they use this kind of stuff to use us. Mm-hmm. Look how they use us on that college campus. We should have been more civil. We should have been more forthright. We should have stayed calm, and we should have went up there and debated them people. I wish I was on that HBCU. I would have come up and debated the people. What's wrong with that?
That's it. Here we go.
A clash on campus, sparking a debate about the First Amendment. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Members of Fearless Debate say they were just trying to create conversation and discourse on Tennessee State University's grounds.
But the NAACP's Nashville chapter says the group came to campus with rhetoric aimed at provoking and demeaning students. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell tells us how the fallout is having a big impact.
Because this incident has gone viral, it's sparking strong responses from not only students, also alumni, advocacy groups, and beyond. The group behind the Fearless Tour, a grassroots organization inspired by the late Charlie Kirk, says it's bringing honest conversation and open debate back to America's college campuses.
And I would say getting rid of DEI works towards that objective.
On Tuesday, the conservative commentators entered Tennessee State University, a historically black college without permission, according to officials, bringing a table, microphone, and inflammatory signs, sparking outrage from students. Campus police and staff responded, removing them from the property.
In a university, I think.
I want to know what y'all think about that. For real, for real. I want to know what you think about going on the campus and just debate. It was one guy. I applaud him. He stood up there asking the question. When the rest of them came, somebody had incited him. somebody would have them to get upset about it because they can't answer a question. I mean, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. When I confront a Democrat today and we start talking, the first thing they do is get in their body. Why? I don't know. Maybe they can't answer the question. I don't know what you find, Blow, but that's what I find.
Well, like I said, we're the face of the Democratic Party, and we've been designed to be emotional people. That's the way that we are designed to be. Just like the Charlie Kirk thing. One thing I can say about the thing is we all saw what happened to the man, and we had compassion.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was the after effect that people start putting out in the media. Oh, well, who cares? He said this. He said that he deserved it.
Well, they don't want us to have compassion.
But that's the only way they get us to do what we want to do, because they always got us compassionate in our feelings, scared in our body about everything. You say that more than anybody else. That's the only way that's why we sided with them, because they got us feeling like the victim and everything.
Right, absolutely. I agree with Avery Bond. Yeah, they should have got permission. They should have got permission first. I agree with that. And it would have probably went a little better, but I doubt it. Still, I'm just saying the debate. When we have compassion, they didn't want us having compassion, Blow. Because look, everybody saw Charlie Kirk get shot. Everybody had compassion. What came out after that? Negative rhetoric to get us upset. They didn't want us being compassionate. They want us being highly confrontational.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even have a conversation with some people I know because they don't know how to have a basic conversation when it comes down to asking questions.
Yeah.
If it ain't what they say, then it ain't a question. I mean, you ask a Supreme Court justice what is a woman, and she go off the rails about something else. I'm just saying that's where we at today. That's how we've been used. Somebody told me this past weekend, they said, well, Mac, I don't know how that man can say something about slavery and talk about we was better off doing slavery or whatever. I think he mentioned 1947 or something like that. He said blacks was better off in 19. That wasn't slavery, I think. Slavery been gone for what, 200 years?
Slavery been gone before 1947.
Right, exactly. They've been gone before 1947. And my thing is, well, okay, back then we did have a Black Wall Street, didn't we? Did we have a Black Wall Street? We had black businesses. We had a whole bunch of black things. That wasn't just in one place either, I done found out. That was in different places. They were thriving at that point.
Yeah, that's the era when we was creating stuff on our own.
Well,
instead of fighting for inclusion.
Right.
I think that's what and I heard him say that, and I agree with Charlie Kirk when he said that.
Right.
The civil rights movement was when black people went from trying to do
their own thing to want to be included. And that's the problem.
Yeah, instead of want to have black schools, black grocery stores, black banks, black everything independently, they changed their direction to allow us into what y'all have.
Right. Well, see, the problem was that because somebody told me, they said, well, Mac, doggone, we couldn't even go in the front door. We had to use the bathroom around the back. I'm like, well, why would you want to use their bathroom? Go build your own.
It's time, and they haven't been going to HBCU. I truly believe they had no pure good intentions.
They may not have, and that's what me and Black say. We don't even know who they were. They could have been Democrats dressed up like that. How about that?
You never know.
Exactly.
That's what I was telling you about. That's why I say they keep using us.
Using us to be used, right.
Because you got somebody to say, oh, well, they about to start attacking HBCU campuses, and then all of a sudden you got people pulling up like this.
Right, exactly. Even though they have started like 4,000 new chapters. So they starting chapters going around, they're trying to break into other places. So, I mean, that has happened since he died. They have started 4,000 new chapters. So each chapter is going to go somewhere. So you're going to try out different things. I get that too. And even though I don't know whether they had good intentions or not. But like I said, it could have been a Democrat. They could have did that to stage that. That's a false flag. That's what we're saying they do. We just showed you where Obama tried to get cops to kill black people to stage a civil war. We just showed you the documents. For all y'all that showed up late, go back to the first of the show. Me and Blow, we might even show that again. We showed you the documents where Barack Obama himself tried to get a civil war started. Them facts. Read the documents. And I'm telling you, this is what's going on. We have been used to be used. We've been being used by these people, and they do it all kinds of ways.
Exactly. That's the main objective of it. And that's what I was saying from the very beginning of the show. The Democratic Party is a party in blackface.
Right, absolutely.
That's it.
That's what it is.
And they set it up like that. So when anytime the Republicans, which is typically known to be the white party, opposes the Democratic Party, which they put our face on it, which we ain't got no power in it unless they give us tokens. The only power we got in the Democratic Party is tokens. In the form of DEI. That's why DEI is bad. That's why I agree with the sign that the guy had on the HBCU. But that's the message that they trying to wake our people up on.
Exactly.
A lot of times people don't even understand. It be the people that you think against you trying to open up your eyes to something.
Absolutely.
I say this every episode. I feel like I couldn't believe that the Republicans was up there saying that they want to take food stamps away from everybody, man.
Right.
We had 6, 7 grocery carts. Why would you want to take food stamps from people?
Right.
Why would you want to stop that?
Right.
But then come to find out, these people working for 2 weeks getting $395 work checks.
Right.
Come on now, they can't live off of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to be making $800 a month to get the food stamps. I don't want them. I'd rather go get me a job making me $3,000, $4,000 a month.
Right.
And keep the food stamps.
Right. Exactly. Well, that was purely designed so you would depend on the government.
Yep. And
that's what the whole thing is. That was designed for you to depend on them.
Yep.
Yeah. Our problem, I believe, Blo, is we want to be included in everything. Yeah. You want to fit in. You want to be included. I don't want to be left out. No, I don't want to go around the back to use the bathroom, and I'm too lazy to be on my own. How about that?
That's the whole thing.
I got to go around the back of the restaurant, and I can't go in there and eat when I can open up my own restaurant. How about doing that?
Exactly. You want to fight. You want to fight against somebody to allow you in, and when they let you in, you think you're welcome. Yeah, exactly. You want to be accepted somewhere when you don't have to be. You don't have to be accepted. Somebody was telling me, well, MacDog, there's more crime in the white neighborhoods than it is the black neighborhood. And why should I be worried about that? I got a whole bunch over here in the black neighborhoods I can be worried about. How about that point of view? You want to look at what they're doing, but we missed the whole point on this side. That is crazy. I mean, we have to pay attention to what's going on out here, man. We losing it. We get lost in the sauce. And we have been being used to be used. We are the black face of the Black Democratic Party. And if anybody say anything about it, that's when they get us riled up. That's how they get us riled up. And I said this at the beginning of the show for those that wasn't here. I think that was Charlie Kirk's flaw. That was his flaw. Right. Because even in his eulogy, his wife was saying the same thing, and it was rubbing me the wrong way. Because they putting it out there that, oh, well, my husband died and we didn't react how everybody, the Democrats, reacted when George Floyd died. Right. That sounds like an attack on black people. Right. But that's an attack on the Democrats. Right. See, anytime which they put us like we are important when we ain't nothing.
When you really not the face of the Democratic Party. No, they make you the face in situations. You're not the face of that party.
Exactly.
But they make you think you are. They make you think you are the face. They picked the people for us. Don't forget that. Exactly. They picked Kamala Harris. We didn't. They picked Barack Obama. We didn't.
They picked
Where did these people come from?
They picked Charlemagne the God. They picked all.
Thank you.
They picked all of them.
They picked them all. I'm telling you.
Because they get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to tell you that you can't make millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Right. I had a clip. I really wish we would have uploaded of Dame Dash on Charlemagne the God, really straightening Charlemagne. Can I show that on my phone, bro? Can they see it if I show it? Yeah, I'm gonna show that on the thing so they can get a feeling of what I'm talking about. It is crazy, man. I'm telling you. It's Dame Dash talking about Charlemagne the God. He sat down with Charlemagne the God, trying to see what was going on. And Charlemagne the God, he just schooled him like he never been schooled before. Let me see. I'm gonna try to find.
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about, though. We've been used to be used.
We've been being used, man, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem all in itself.
And like I say, and like I was saying, that's the main problem that I had. The only problem I really had with Charlie Kirk, I think his attack on the Democratic Party was too targeted at the black race.
Let's listen at this right quick.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you know how many times Donald Trump filed?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah. So then why?
But he's known as a terrible businessman. But no,
he's the president. Yeah, but sure, but he still was known as a terrible businessman, actually a con man. Do you know how confidently dumb you sound? You're saying it's bad that he went bankrupt 6 times. He's a billionaire and he's the president, and you still not a terrible businessman and con artist. Are you known as a good businessman? I don't know. Okay, well, you make a lot of money? No. So you've been doing this every day your whole life and you're not making no money? No. You just now said, let's just go back to how ridiculous you are. The president filed for bankruptcy 8 times, still a billionaire. He's saying he's a bad businessman. You're just not that smart.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have to acknowledge that. And you know why? You're not seeing the world. You know what happens when you have to go someplace? You laugh. You know what happens when you have to go someplace every day at 4 a.m? You can't go nowhere. You got to be here every day. You've been 15 years. You've missed the whole world. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're saying it confidently. And you're in an algorithm where people actually believe you out of response. And why you think they keep you here? They want y'all to make us dumb. So if let's say everything in the judgment doesn't.
They was talking to Dame Dash at that point. Dame Dash was talking. They was talking about how he filed bankruptcy and stuff like that. And he was saying I was taking stuff out of my name, but I still got money. And this man was calling him, well, you dumb and this, that, and the other because you did that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dame Dash hit it on the button. They put you here to make us dumb. Yeah. That's a fact. That's what they do. That's why Blow was saying that.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah, that it don't make no sense at all. Blow was saying that just at that point, they making us dumb. You know, they use people. We don't pick people. They pick them. They pick Charlamagne the God. They pick, what was the other dude you don't like?
Man, D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley. That's that one. that D.L.
He's the worst one. He's the worst one because he leads the people the wrong way.
Yeah.
And people think me and Art lead us the wrong way, but I don't understand. Look at the prices at the pump.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, all this stuff this stuff don't make no sense. If you look at the what you call it, what's the name? The Bitcoin and all that type of stuff, that currency, all that stuff going up.
Yeah, exactly. All
that crypto and all that stuff going up.
Right, exactly.
But the only thing they want to do is focus in on the negative stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. That's keep us focused on the negative stuff. Me and Blow, you drug us through COVID. You definitely drug us through COVID. But we getting ready to show you another clip. This is of Charleston White. This is Charleston White take on Charlie Kirk. I agree with some of it. I don't agree with every bit of it. We're going to try to break some of it down to see where everybody stand on this.
Get paid for. It's called satire comedy.
When Charlie Kirk died, I looked up your name on Twitter, and a lot of people said that you were the Charlie Kirk for Black people.
There's no such thing as a Charlie Kirk for Black people. No. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a Black man that stopped looking at white people's problems and started looking at my people's problems. Charlie Kirk didn't look at his people's problem. He stayed looking at Black people's problem as if we're the problem. We're not the problem. We don't have an impact on foreign.
So now we stopped it right there for a second. Did you hear what Charleston White said? That he focused on Black people problem. Well, no, I don't think that's exactly true. He focused on a Democratic Party. And he attributed that to Black people. That's what Blow was saying.
And that's what I was saying about we being used to be used all the time.
Absolutely.
Because now they have created a space where somebody who's on the opposite side that is probably 9 times out of 10 going to be a white person. Right. When they come for the Democrats or attack something that the Democrats trying to do, like DEI, like give Black people tokens all the time. If a white person try to call them out for that, it's going to make them look like they attacking the race or they racist.
Right. And what they're actually doing is attacking the Democratic policies, that they put out. DEI, they made you think that they was attacking Black people for DEI. But no, they was attacking DEI and the Democratic Party themselves, the policy and the party. It wasn't the policy and the people. It was the policy and the party that they was attacking. Yeah, it's just like that. And we are made to think that we are the Democratic Party's whole face, and that we are the ones.
CRT and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was the policy about why would you try to make future black kids that's growing up thinking that their ancestors were slaves, and white people think that all they ancestors was slave masters. Why would you preach that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they make it about the black people. That's all they've done. They took the blackface and put it on the Democratic Party to make it difficult for anybody that opposed the Democratic Party to
make
be
it seem
aligned
like
with
they're
black
attacking
people.
the black. Yeah, it make it seem like that you're attacking the black person when you are really not attacking the black person. You are attacking the policy that they done put out. Yep. They sneak the policy in behind the black people. That's what they do, because most black people understand that a woman can't be a man. Okay, that's the first thing. Most of them understand that. Most of them understand, and if black people have more values and they understand that that ain't the way God intended it to be to start with.
And they use the black people to say, oh, well, y'all ain't never been included anyway.
Right.
So y'all should be having a problem with why aren't y'all for inclusion? That's the main thing.
Exactly. Which everybody is for inclusion, but we just not for right and wrong. You know, the biggest problem I have with all the gay stuff going around, I don't have but one problem with it. It ain't the person. It ain't the people. It ain't even what they do, because I feel like people can do what in the world they want to do. But my problem is they try to get me to say that it's right. That's when I get a problem. I'm not going to say something's right when I know it's wrong. That is the whole problem. But the point is they want us to say that that is right. That is the enemy. To make me say or try to get me to say what you are doing is right. No, that's not right. No more than it is than somebody that murdered somebody. That's not right. And I'm going to say that's not right. You know, just I'm going to call wrong where it's at. Y'all know we got preachers. We got preachers that go on TV. Jamal Bryant went on TV talking junk about Trump and all of this stuff, man. Going off the rails. But my situation, my thing is this. Ain't preachers supposed to pray for leaders and all those that are in authority that we might live a quiet and peaceable life? Ain't that what they're supposed to be doing? Where is that at in his vocabulary? How you got a preacher going on there talking junk about the leader of the country? He's supposed to be praying.
That's all they supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
A man of God, that's what he do. He pray.
Thank you. What I ain't heard now prayer come out of his mouth about the leader of the whole country. The Bible says we have to pay for everybody that's in authority that we might lead a quiet and peaceable life. Why not do that instead of get on there and rail against the president? That show you that man ain't nothing but a fraud and a fake. I'm just that simple. He's a fake and a fraud. When you hear people like that, they're not Christians. That's why we had the last show we had was about we couldn't tell the difference between the Christian and nobody else, because you got clowns like that out here pretending to be Christians, running around cloaked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what they doing.
You got preachers sitting up in the church when Trump trying to get inaugurated, telling him that he need to change his opinion about inclusion.
Yeah.
The lady up there trying to come on now. What is you doing? You the preacher.
Yeah. Everybody knowing that. Even animals know it's not right. Let me put it that way. A whole animal know it's not right. Come on, man. An animal know. Come on. They don't even try no foolishness like that. I'm just saying. And you gonna want me to say that it's right? I doubt that. We above that. I'm just saying that's the problem I have with it. Other than that, do what you want to do, however you want to do it. But I'm just saying you ain't gonna make me say it's right.
We'll get back to Charles then.
Yeah, okay.
Free trade that allow all these immigrants into the white man's country. We didn't bring them over here. We didn't bring the drugs. We didn't bring the dope. So the CIA have never, the CIA and FBI have never targeted no group of people like they have targeted black people. And even J. Edgar Hoover said there would never be a black messiah unless we.
I'm sorry, we had to stop this one more time. But see, it's just a couple of things I just don't agree with Charleston White. He just said that this is the white man's country. I don't know why he said that, because I figure this is my country too. I don't know no other country. I've been in this country my whole life. This is my country. See, that's the kind of rhetoric right there that divides people up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the kind of rhetoric that got black people stuck in the mud.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the kind of rhetoric that I believe that I couldn't have nothing, and I felt like I would always just be walking around the neighborhood broke and couldn't never do nothing or achieve nothing, or I can't be a millionaire, or I can't have a nice house, a nice car, a nice life.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him talking to my kids because that's all he gonna focus on is about it being the white. Who said this was the white man's country? I'm just trying to figure that out because I was born and raised in this country, and this is as much as my country, and I serve this country. This is as much as my country and my kids' country and my wife's country and my whole family country as it is anybody else's. That's a fact.
Yep.
And for me to say that it's somebody else's country other than mine and I'm in it, I feel like that's degrading me.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got to change their mindset from that. That's
Yeah.
a mindset.
It is. It's a built-in mindset. They push that on your
Yeah,
mindset.
that's the same mindset that said, well, you know, you just got out, you got a record, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't
Right,
do that.
and you never try.
And then you believe, exactly.
Right, you never try because that mindset was pushed on you. That's why we have to overcome these obstacles that we got, man, and we got to understand what's going on out here. It's a darn shame, man, that we get people that's talking like that, man, that really ain't doing any thinking. I wouldn't tell my kids this, that, and the other. Just like the CRT. I wouldn't tell my kids that they can never do nothing because somebody's holding them down. When should I start to do that?
But then they got us, the Democrats, which the blackface, they got us down there marching, oh, CRT this, CRT that.
Yeah.
Opposing what Art's saying.
Right.
They should not be telling your kids that.
Absolutely not.
Because that's what they told us. That's what they telling us.
Right.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when I was walking around the neighborhood and I didn't have nothing, I used to pray for simple stuff like, God, please bless me with enough money to have a good job and to have a nice house and to be able to cook on my own grill in my backyard.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Simple stuff, just simple stuff. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what success is to me. And like you say, oh, this is my country too.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you just take it out. And I was born here. I don't know no other country. So many people always talking to me about Africa and stuff. Yeah,
You don't want to be there.
The blow just came back.
I've been back 24 hours and you don't want to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know what to eat. You don't know what to drink.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be over there. You wouldn't want to be nowhere else but America.
Absolutely. It ain't no fact that everybody's trying to get here instead of going there. I'm just gonna put it out there like that.
That's true indeed.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get over here. Now that's a reason for that. I'm just telling you, just like that. It's a reason they're trying to get here. Yeah, and
It's the land of opportunity.
Absolutely.
And the one thing about it is once somebody puts chains on your brain, it limits your opportunity.
Yeah.
The only thing that really changed with my perspective of stuff is just the thinking and then me not wanting to be a hypocrite on purpose. A lot of y'all people that still align with the Democratic Party, you remaining a hypocrite on purpose. That's what Whoopi Goldberg do.
Yeah.
She get on every morning and get on there and act like she got 2 felonies and can't find a job. You see what I'm saying? Like that's my biggest problem.
Yeah.
I think he's saying they run the country. He named the FBI, CIA, etc.
Okay, let's just hit on that for a minute. Absolutely, they run the country. And they the dirtiest, nastiest things out here. They've been that way. They set up all this stuff. They go change regimes. They go do all this stuff. Man, if you don't know by now, and that's another thing, I can't understand while doing COVID, everybody jumped on their side. When did they become right? Everybody out here ought to already know by now that the CIA is no good, period. The FBI is no good. Okay, none of them people is no good. The DOJ, none of them. They all crooked. Okay, they all partisan. Y'all see all these judges want to, when somebody want to send the people out of the country that's illegal, the judges go and stop it. That's what you call a partisan judge. He wants to stop it. Why? He got something to gain. Why? One of them's daughter had something, one of them NGOs, where she gets illegal immigrants in and gets a bunch of money. That's why. It's all about a money thing. You got to really understand. You got to follow this stuff in totality. That's why we come on here every week to give you some information. These people are absolutely terrible. I'm telling you, they are simply terrible. Now, I agree with a lot of stuff Charleston White say, but just a few of these points I don't agree with. You know, not like this ain't my country, this the white man. No. Get that out of your head. Get that straight out of your head. Yeah, this is your country. That's what keep people, especially black people, so defeated today. Don't want to do nothing. No, the white man running this right there. He ain't running nothing. I done told y'all before, we only really 13% of the population. Out of 350 million people, we only 50 million. Come on, man. We run cities. We run police departments. We got billions and millions of dollars. Come on, we're doing pretty darn good. If you want to talk about it, don't let nobody fool you. The ones that really ain't doing good, they ain't really trying.
Yeah, and they got the chains on the brain.
Yeah, absolutely. They got that kind of chain on their brain.
Formulated to fail. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. If you're not going down to the formula, then you doing all right in this world.
Absolutely.
You and me and Art both done been on both sides of the game.
Both sides. Been there and done that. Had nothing. Had a lot. Had in between. I done did it all.
That's it.
From the bottom to the top to the middle, back up and halfway back up there again. I done been there and done it. That's just a fact. Shoot. Yeah, been through it. I know both sides. I know all the sides. People tell me, oh, well, doggone, they only talk about the violence in the black neighborhoods. They got them in the white neighborhood. Y'all start naming me these white neighborhoods where these people can't come outside at night. I can take you to every black neighborhood around Charlotte and show you that you better not be walking out there at night. I can tell you that right now. But I can't go to these white neighborhoods. They out just walking the dog. Yeah.
Hey, and they ain't even doing that in the gentrified ones.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You go to the neighborhoods where they gentrifying that, they walking around and running around there.
So that's right. So stop telling me that, man. Stop showing me that. Yeah, you need to clean this stuff up. We need to clean up, stop killing ourselves. Well, they cleaning up somebody. Charleston White gonna hit that point too. They shooting up each other. They shooting up school. I'm not worried about them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. I'm worried about us like that. Okay, let's look at it like that. Yeah.
Let's check him out.
Make them. So they go kill all our black messiahs. So my problem with people seeing Kirk is like me. He ain't stood up to the white supremacists. He ain't stood up to the skinheads. I've been standing up to the negative elements and the detriment of black people. He ain't looked to white people and said, hey, we got a bunch of white kids shooting up schools. Say we got a bunch of white kids. We lead the nation in child pedophilia and molestation of children. Hey, man, we need that Epstein list out. They say the president's name is on that list. He ain't doing that to his people. He was a talking point who spread a lot of misinformation, almost the borderline of lying. The statistics that he was using was false. Black people don't commit 50% of the murders in this country. We commit 50% of black murders, which is a small fraction compared to the Mexicans, the whites, the immigrants. So he challenging children. I'm challenging adults. So we are not the same. He wasn't putting his life on the line because he was talking just about black people. He never talked about nobody else as if black people are America's problem. So that's my problem with that shit. Hell, he ain't know me.
And that goes back to exactly what I'm saying. As if black people the problem.
Right.
And that's just him not being anti-Democrat.
Right, exactly.
That's just him being anti-Democrat.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he being.
I think it should be more known as everyone's country because saying it's the white man's country is a little much.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. That's a lot much. And just like he was saying, now Charlie Kirk did address some white issues. He didn't, believe it or not, he wanted them to release that Epstein list. That's probably half of what got him killed. He was pressing to get that Epstein list released. Candace Owens was talking about it. He was pressing to get that released. And he's always talking about the abortion issue. But as I said at the top of the show, he didn't ask the questions. See, if you wanted some white questions asked, that's what you should have came up asked. I think, bro. Yeah, when somebody's out there coming to debate, if I had Charleston White's viewpoint on that, okay, I would go up there and ask about the pedophilia.
Well,
I would ask about that.
Well, I think that's hard to do when you're watching the news and they're only talking about black issues.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that they want to do. They target in and lock in on the black people.
Exactly.
Because they use, man, I'm telling
we
you.
the face. You're right. Blow got it. Blow hitting it on the nose.
They go right through us. That's
it. It run through us. That's how they do it. That's the playbook.
Exactly. That's it. They got us thinking that we nothing here, but they got us as the face for everybody to follow.
Exactly.
Me and Art standing on the wrong side of blackness.
Yeah, absolutely. On what's supposed to be, quote unquote, blackness.
Yeah, but because when you got black people that are successful out here doing everything but telling black people they can be successful.
Right, exactly.
That's what I don't understand.
Right.
But then you got the white Democrats telling black people that somebody owes them something. You being held back.
Yeah.
Jim Crow this, slavery this, cotton this.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
all the white Democrat talking about.
That's it.
And all the black Democrat doing, and the black Democrat with a voice is the rich one.
helping them tell you that.
That you ain't.
Exactly. You can't get this. You can't get that. They the ones helping them do it. We got to understand, man, this is not rocket science. This is not rocket science.
That's how I go. The white Democrat is, oh, you know you come from slavery. You know you come from this. You know you come from that. Reminder.
Right. Right.
And the black one is telling you everything, the same thing in a different way.
Exactly.
They sitting up there with everything and telling you that, oh,
can't get that.
You're in the white man's country.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You in the white man's country. Yeah, really?
I mean, you got people like Ricky Smiley on his own radio network station. On the whole, everything. The Ricky Smiley morning show.
Yeah.
That's his.
Yeah.
And he on there preaching everything but
you can do something.
Empowerment.
Right, exactly. That you can actually do something out here. They don't want you to do nothing.
Charlie wasn't necessarily just talking about race, though. That was abortion and religion as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. He was talking about more than that. He was talking about abortion, religion, all of that.
But you know that they're going to algorithm the negative.
Right.
Algorithm. Everywhere you look, you go see the same couple clips.
We told y'all, we had a show about algorithms. We told y'all how these algorithms work. You pull up one thing negative, the algorithms keep shooting it to you.
Yeah, but see, and that go back, and me and Art, they had a show about that. They decide what we think.
Exactly.
Ain't not damn person care nothing about nothing what Charlie Kirk talking about when we saw that bullet hit his neck.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, what just happened to that man?
Yeah.
He did not deserve that.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, here come forth, they giving us every reason to say it was okay.
Yeah, exactly. Every reason to say it was okay, and I don't care whether that's what they gave.
And that ain't godly.
That's not godly at all. Period. That's what we're talking about. These people are using us. They've been using us, and they put us as their black face of the Democratic Party.
That's it.
They put the people in the place. They pick these people out for us. They pick them out. We don't pick them. They pick them. How do these people come out of thin air? How Barack come out of thin air? We just showed you about him. How did Kamala come out of thin air doing nothing? Ain't never did nothing. Dumb as a box of rocks. You can tell. Yeah, I'm just saying, ain't qualified for nothing. But you there. You never got voted. When you went up there to get voted on, nobody voted for you. But then they just stuck you in there to run for president. Nobody ever casted a vote for her for president.
Nomination.
To be the nominee. That's right. Nobody. They put these people in these places. Just for us. They pick the people for us. That's what it's all about.
It's a pacifier.
Absolutely.
You know what you do with a pacifier? When the baby crying, you stick it in their mouth. And then they
but you got to follow the rules.
Yeah, then they shut up.
You got to follow the rules. You got to shut up. You got to take people down this path. The reason that these people don't tell you how to get ahead is they tell you you got to sell out the people. That's why you got to sell out the people. If they told you that, then they wouldn't have no job because they just gave away the secret.
That's it.
They gave away the secret.
There ain't no way in the world why Charlamagne ain't not one time said, "Well, my checks here looking fatter though."
Yeah,
because I know them tax ain't nothing like them Democratic tax.
No, so like
especially not on Ben Rich man. I ain't never heard Ricky Smiley or D.L. Hughley say that either.
Well, Charlamagne actually admitted it on his show, and he said, "Yeah, it'll help me out. The Trump plan will help me out, but what would it do for anybody else? Yeah, we know it helped you out, but it will help other people out also." That's what he's talking about. Now, who it won't help out is the people that don't want to do anything.
But if it help you out, but my thing is, I don't understand. How can it not help him out, help everybody? Because one thing I know about life is when you get something, that creates opportunity for everybody else.
Well,
that's just like me right now. If I get $1 billion right now, you don't think that creates opportunity for my family members?
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
You?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That creates opportunity.
Absolutely.
But that's the same people that don't believe trickle down work.
Yeah, I know it. But see, that was the whole trick. I had a whole conversation with somebody this week about the whole trick of Obamacare, based on your income and stuff like that. You ain't got no income. Okay, you paying a little bit of money, but for the same broke leg, I'm paying $500 and you paying $20. I'm paying for yours. Yeah, I'm paying for yours. You see what I'm saying? But that's not right. You shouldn't base healthcare on your pay. It shouldn't be pay obligated. That blow, you know for yourself. It took your money.
What?
Took your money because you didn't have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first real good tax check I would have got in my life.
Yeah.
They took it.
Yeah.
Because they said I didn't get Obamacare. And I didn't need it. I hadn't even been to the hospital the whole year.
Yeah.
They just took my money for no reason.
Yeah. That's why they repealed it. They couldn't repeal it all. And it's still jacked up right now to the day.
But then this was his last year in office. And then when the racist bigot president came in, I started seeing $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 tax returns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't understand for the life of me. And then y'all opposed that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
it don't make sense.
It really don't.
I mean, my thing is I don't get it. But I can see how some people from the other party, the other race, could think that you not that bright. Because I mean, if I was another race and I knew that Obama was taking all my tax returns and then Trump come in and I'm getting all this money, if I knew black people was falling for the same thing, I would think they're not too bright.
Yeah, absolutely. They're too bright to still want the other way.
I'm just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
they want to lash so bad.
You want to lash on your ass so bad. That's what you couldn't take it. That's the whole thing.
You want to be back in there, man. You want to be in there.
That's it.
Yeah. Shoot, man, that's crazy. Oh, we out of time already. Oh man.
Yeah, well, we about out of time.
Yeah,
we
man.
Still got a couple.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. We'll talk for a little bit. I'm just telling you, man. We have to watch out for the up and down. Watch out for the false flags coming. Watch out for the people talking about civil war, this, that, and the other. They done tried it. They still trying it. Everybody out here talking about it's gonna be a civil war. Why is it gonna be a civil war? They don't want us together. They don't want us to be together. That's the whole part, man.
For the tricks, man.
Yeah.
You gotta watch for the tricks. Like I said, they can put a code on anybody and make them a doctor.
Yeah.
Anybody with a white coat on is not a doctor.
Exactly.
Everybody with a red hat on is not a Trump supporter.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they not. They not.
That's it. We got to keep following. We got to quit falling for this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we also have to recognize what has been created. The Democratic Party is look like Arden Blow.
Absolutely. And we get offended anytime somebody come up against the Democratic Party. It ain't nothing on you for real, for real. You really ain't the face. They just put black face on themselves to make it look like it. You not the face.
You don't even agree with the stuff that they
that's what I understand. Absolutely, you don't agree with it. Don't have none of those back.
Half the stuff ain't got nothing to do with God. All that stuff, but really is ungodly.
Yes, sir, it is. Yeah, yeah. Anytime you celebrating somebody dying, that's godly. Really? You glad you run around happy? Somebody dead got killed.
The preacher is speaking negatively about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The preacher.
Yeah.
Come on now, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. One thing for certain.
Two things for sure.
We're gonna tell the truth
because it's time.
It's time. Hey, we thank everybody for coming tonight, man. Y'all just loyal, man, and be here. But we're gonna be here next week. We're gonna be doing the same thing. We're gonna bring you some information, man.
You already know.
Yeah. Peace out.